If your cat has ever dropped a dead mouse at your feet and then just stood there, staring at you like they've delivered something priceless, you already know how strange that moment feels. It's messy, it's uncomfortable, and yeah, it can be a little shocking. But here's what almost nobody realizes. That moment, it's not random. It's not just cat being weird. It's a message, a very specific one, that your cat genuinely believes you're ready to understand. And if you miss it, you miss one of the clearest insights into how your cat actually sees you. If you want to start reading your cat on a deeper level, make sure you subscribe, because this is where things get interesting. Let's break it down. Chapter 1. They think you need help hunting. Have you ever stopped and wondered why your cat chooses you for this little gift? Not the floor, not a random corner. You. Here's what most people never think about. From your cat's perspective, they might actually believe they're helping you survive. Because in the wild, cats don't just hunt. They teach. Mother cats raise their kittens through a very specific process. First, they bring back injured prey. Then, fully dead prey. And eventually, they guide them through real hunting. It's not random behavior. It's a structured, instinct-driven system built around protection and learning. Now think about what happens when your cat drops that mouse at your feet and then just watches you. Calm, still, almost patient. That's not pride in the way humans feel it. That's something older. In that moment, your cat may be stepping into that ancient teaching role. They're not just showing you what they caught. They're showing you what you should understand. To them, you're not the dominant, all-knowing figure you think you are. You're part of their world. And in that world, you might look like someone who still needs guidance. And here's the surprising part. They wouldn't do this for just anyone. Cats don't waste energy on rituals like this unless there's a connection, unless there's a bond. So if your cat keeps bringing you these gifts, it's not an insult. It's involvement. It's their way of pulling you into their instincts, into their reality. And that says more about your relationship than most people ever realize. But that's only the surface, because what comes next goes even deeper. Chapter 2. They trust you with something valuable. Now here's where it shifts. Because this isn't just about teaching anymore. It's about trust. A very specific kind of trust that most people completely overlook. Remember that instinct we just talked about? The one connected to survival and hunting? Well, there's another rule that sits right beside it. Predators don't share valuable things lightly. In the wild, a successful hunt means energy, food, survival. It's something worth protecting. So when your cat brings prey into your space and places it right in front of you, they're doing something unusual. They're exposing something they would normally guard. And that only happens when they feel completely safe, not just in the environment, but with you. Picture it clearly. Your cat walks in, dragging a bird or mouse across the floor. Their tail is up. Their body is relaxed. There's no hesitation, no fear. That confidence says everything. Because in that moment, your cat isn't just showing you what they caught. They're choosing to bring it to you, into your space, into your presence. That's not random behavior. That's selective. Cats don't share like that with just anyone. They reserve that behavior for those they consider part of their inner circle, part of their territory, part of their trust. So while it might look like a disturbing little surprise to your cat, to them, this isn't a mess. It's a message. I trust you. You're part of my world. And that flips the whole moment on its head. What looks like an OOY is actually a sign of deep emotional safety, a quiet invitation into their primal life, something indoor cats rarely get to express. You've probably noticed how they watch your reaction. That's because this gesture isn't casual. It's meaningful. But there's another layer to this trust that most people never catch. Chapter 3. They're trying to strengthen the bond. Picture this. You walk into the room and your cat is sitting proudly beside their latest delivery, watching you like they're waiting for the next move. That moment isn't random. It's part of a deeper ritual most people never realize they're part of. Remember how we talked about trust? This is where that trust becomes a bond. In the wild, cats build relationships through shared experiences, eating together, grooming, and yes, hunting as a team. When they bring you prey, they're pulling you into that primal rhythm. It's their way of saying, you're with me. We're connected. And here's something subtle you may have noticed. They study your reaction, the tilt of your voice, the way you move, the tiny signals that show whether you're accepting the ritual or rejecting it. That reaction shapes how close they feel to you going forward. Most people think it's just instinct. It's not. It's selective, intentional, personal. And hey, if this kind of insight hits home, make sure you subscribe. You're clearly someone who cares about understanding your cat on a deeper, more meaningful level because the next layer of this behavior reveals something even more surprising. Chapter 4. They're communicating something about territory. You've probably heard that cats bring prey just because they're hunters, but that's not the full story. What most people don't realize is that this behavior is also tied to territory. Not in the stay out way, but in the you belong here with me way. And that shift is huge. Remember how we talked about bonding in the last chapter? Here's where it connects. Cats don't just protect territory. They define who shares it. So when your cat drops prey in your bedroom, on your couch, or right on your favorite chair, they're making a statement. This is our space, not yours, not mine. Ours. Researchers found that cats deliver prey specifically to areas they see as safe zones. Think soft blankets, warm corners, quiet rooms, places where they relax. By bringing prey there, they blend instinct with emotion, turning an ordinary space into a shared landscape. And if your cat brings prey to your bed, that's a powerful signal. Beds hold scent, warmth, and comfort. To them, it's the center of your shared world. This isn't random. It's personal. It's territorial in the sweetest, strangest way. But there's still one more message hidden in this behavior. One most people completely miss. Chapter 5. They want you to acknowledge the gesture. If you've ever stood there wondering what on earth you're supposed to do when your cat brings you a dead animal, you're not alone. And here's what most people never realize. Your reaction matters more than you think. Cats study you in these moments. They watch your face, your posture, even the sound of your voice. To them, this isn't just a delivery. It's communication, a signal, a moment where they're checking if the bond is still strong. Think back to the last time it happened. Did they look up at you, blinking slowly or waiting quietly? That's not random. That's anticipation. They're looking for acknowledgement, not applause. Here's the key. Cats don't expect you to eat the prey or praise their hunting skills. They just want you to notice. A calm voice, a gentle word, even a soft thank you. Those small cues reassure them that the relationship is steady. If you panic or scream, some cats pull back emotionally. Others try again later, thinking you simply didn't understand the message. Both reactions say a lot about how tuned in they are to you. This tiny moment of response, just a few seconds, can shape how safe and connected your cat feels. So, what should you actually do the next time it happens? That's where we're headed next. There's a reason this moment feels so strangely important, even if you didn't understand it before. When your cat brings you a dead animal, they're revealing something most people never slow down enough to see. It's not about the prey. It's about the message behind it. A message built from instinct, trust, and the quiet belief that you matter in their world. Think about everything we've uncovered. They see you as family. They trust you with something valuable. They pull you into a primal ritual. And they mark you as part of their shared territory. That's not small. That's not random. That's relationship. And here's what's powerful about knowing this. The next time it happens, you won't just see a mess on the floor. You'll see a glimpse of how deeply your cat feels connected to you. A rare moment where their ancient instincts and their modern love line up perfectly at your feet. So, take a breath, acknowledge the gesture, offer a calm word. Those tiny actions tell your cat, I hear you. I'm with you. Now, tell me in the comments, has your cat ever brought you something? And what did you think it meant before?